right?
And if the 11.8 million budget, for instance, doesn't have enough in it for building, regular building and maintenance issues.
So it comes out here.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's why I said, I streamlined it down, I took 500 grand off by streaming down a couple of years of inflation, 2 extra years. I ran it out, and you know, it should work for 7 years based on current interest rate. But again, if somebody comes in with $250,000 building issue, that's just $250,000. Fund balance. You still have a fund balance.
Yeah.
With these reductions, okay, that you may use, but you have to balance your budget, okay, in order to taxes, otherwise it's just going to go down. And then you're always going to have to work hard to struggle with this, is that these interest rates, they say, the struggle is always that, if they don't go to that, you're less than 1% right there. And expecting that the interest rates now go up, and now all your vendors bill you like 3% next year. That doesn't work. You're losing money every year, right? So that's why I had to do the inflation. What works, just do 7 years or something. I don't know what else to say. You want to, I don't know what you're saying about it today, trying to lots of some things that we want to review them at the next meeting, have a general conversation, finalize. I'm wondering if there's some way that we can get some parents to, because I feel like while we're a nice group of people, like this doesn't truly, I mean, it affects me, but it's, I mean, some of these are pretty life-changing. If you go to grade centers, you're altering a person's workday. You know, like, you're gonna, like the weather today, you're gonna have to drive your son or daughter to school if they have to go across, even if they have to walk, but across town, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice if we got some input from parents who have kids in the schools, so that we say, hey, here's what we're looking at, and at the end of the day, what would you like to see done? Just so we have a direction to go, because I don't think any of these, so I don't know what I'm going for. And I don't think it has to be a $1 million survey. I think it could be done on the computers with emails to the survey one here, so you know that we just get some kind of input as to what the parents are able to do, want to do, see happening. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if parents know what's going on. There's really not that many parents here, right? So if you, I don't know.
Let's just assume that parents don't want any change. What do we do?
That should not be an option.
Well-
Here are the 5 changes. We obviously have to do something. Which one? You have to vote for one, or if they say nothing, then I guess it's up to us. But I feel like
Give
there
them
should
the
be-
option.
You give them an option to like have their voice heard.
Aren't they pretty much aware of scenario 1, 2, 3 because it was sent home in a letter to them at the end of last school year saying,
But I think people think
these are
it's
the things?
I think that they think it's like we were calling for, you know, I don't think they think, I know, but I don't think they thought it was
Now
really
that we
gonna
added
happen.
like grade centers in there,
Right.
they're calling her one.
Well, I understand where you're coming from. I think parents are aware, and if they aren't, then I don't know what to say about that, because it was in the letter, and everything was in that letter of these programs are in jeopardy. But I think then we need to come up, I would think we would need to discuss the options of 4 and 5 and send something to them. Because personally, I'm sitting here looking at this, I think it's gonna be a mix of 4 and 5. It's gonna be a mix of all, my eyes, I'm looking at them and, you know, and coming up with 2 scenarios. It's gonna be this or that, which then send out a survey to a survey monkey. These, what are the possible options? Would you wanna see all these cut? Or would you prefer going to grade centers? Which one do you want? And regardless of how you look at it, in year two, something drastic's gonna have to be done if the referendum doesn't pass. Period. It's gonna go to that eventually anyway, the way I'm looking at it. You're gonna have to find the cuts. They've got to find $1.5 million cuts.
I just don't feel like I should be, and I say like there's many of us that we should be making this major
I
decision
understand
for people.
completely. I understand.
Haven't said, and maybe to their own fault, maybe not, but why am I deciding what happens to your kid? You know what I'm saying? My kids don't go to school here, it's not gonna, I'm still coming from 8:15 to 3:30, and like you all of a sudden said to me, you're gonna have to drive your son across town to get him here. I'm at work, you know, so, I don't know, somehow parents should have a say in what they think.
Yeah, I think the question's gonna be, do you want your grade times of the school hours are gonna change, or do you want grade center? The school hours would change with grade centers. And that would be because of,
You have to drop like one person off at that school, one person off at this school, you're gonna have to pick them up at.
that part, but I mean, wouldn't the length of the school hours in scenario 4, and tell me if I misinterpret, scenario 4, because art is cut, because music is cut, because these things are cut, the class, the daytime, is this what you said before? The daytime class, the schedule is like decreased, 9 to 3 instead of 8 to 3, correct? Correct?
It's one of two things, you can either start later, and or you have to start sooner, and sooner, and you have to sooner.
Start later.
Because you make 15 and grade 5, and grade 13, and grade 25. So you would, this is just as an exercise. You want to make to either start early, which is 8:15, which is current conditions, and then just becomes either 2:35. Okay?
So shorter school day.
Or you start at 9, and then 3:30.
That's-
So those are your choices.
That's a shorter school day. If they went to grade centers, yeah, the time might be changed, but would the length of time be the same? The length of the
What would be the
school-
difference if you end up cutting like the art program?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's.
That would make
That,
sense.
what you're
but
saying.
with grade centers, that wouldn't happen because those aren't cut.
I mean, if we went to that option, like,
Yeah.
like several of us brought up, if we kind of basically took 3 and 5 and put it together, or you had to change the schedule.
You know, when I'm looking at all these scenarios, to me is that I want to make one thing important is the kid experience. Is that if we go to scenario number 4, for example, and then, you know, referendum doesn't pass, now number 5 is gonna happen.
Right.
And so we also need to take into consideration that how many changes do we want to have in families on a year-to-year basis? Or do this committee make a decision on what is the most fiscally responsible way to take the revenues that we have and to give the students the best possible experience that they have? And then we have to look at how do we look at the curriculum that we have and what is the most efficient way to implement that in our school district. For example, one of the biggest issues that we've had with training is that we have 2 sets of 4th graders, teachers, right? One at child and one at lead. And we constantly hear how there's not enough planning time. They're not talking enough in a sense to get everyone on the same page. So that's another thing that we have to look at. We have to look at the curriculum that we want and what we want our kids to learn. Dr. O'Malley, in Tuesday's meeting, went through some of our part numbers, which our district grew 15%, which we had a phenomenal growth year last year when he came out with that assessment. How do we continue that? How do we take away all the barriers that we have with curriculum and making it easier to be able to implement that curriculum also? That's another part. There's a lot of moving parts that we have to have, and I agree, it is a tough decision. But this is, you know, we are the leaders of this committee, and we were put here, you guys to represent, you know, the teachers, you know, them to represent the community. We represent everyone in the sense of the board. Is that this is not an easy decision, and we're going to have to make a tough decision. And the one thing I can assure with 100% certainty, we're not gonna get 100% people happy. If we get 55% of the people happy, that is a great thing. But you know what? 50% of the people are not gonna like great centers. I can tell you that with a fact, because 6 years ago, they didn't like it. But the big difference is the fact of the matter is that if we would have done that 6 years ago, we probably wouldn't be in the financial situation that we're in today. We have to own up to the mistakes or the decisions that we made, back 5 years ago. And so this is not this decision is not a convenience decision. This is a fiscally responsible to give them the best experience possible. And that's why this is tough. So
I understand you're passionate about great centers.
actually, I'm not. I wasn't for it back then, and I'm not for it now.
Maybe you'll like to hear this. Research shows that in a K-8 school, they tend to have higher attendance rates, fewer discipline problems, higher academic achievement, so I know you would like to hear that. And that's considering the AYP and of course other factors. So wanting to keep our kids at that higher achieving level, keeping that in mind, that's in a K-8 building, which we're at. And considering discipline problems, research shows that in a middle school setting or so, you're going to have higher discipline issues. So if we're going to grade centers, how are we going to deal with those discipline issues? Are we going to be hiring vice principals?
So, you make some great points, but you're absolutely right. There are higher discipline issues in a junior high because you're all 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th graders. You don't have a lot of discipline issues with kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd
And
graders.
we don't have a lot in our K-8 building either.
Oh, but we have a great community. We have great kids,
We do.
and I'm not so worried. But the other things about higher performance is that there's more than just math and reading. There is also making sure that the child is well-rounded. Music is important, and we don't have the luxury anymore to support a K-8 building. That's what I want.
But a K-8 building, research shows that it creates a family environment, community environment, okay, and optional emotional and social outcomes, which the board's directive wants the social and emotional.
I just think there's a lot of things that go into a great center. If you want to do it, you want to do it right, and which is fine. Like I see what you're saying, we don't have one or two days, but we have to look at everything. We can't just all of a sudden like, yeah, we're doing this in 6 months. I mean, we really, I have
So are
like
you
100.
suggesting that we don't put a question down, study history or?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think if we did this in 6 months, it would be awful. I agree.
And
We were
we're-
really-
I can just make a couple comments. My first comment is, we all know for a number of whatever reasons you may call it, the distractors are out there. That's a distractor for people who want to at the time, and that's, I'm just going to say, from a logical standpoint, that's not and we distract from the destiny. However, that said, there is some natural progression now, and for